New Zealand portion of boot review. Currently on hour 7 of pushing above tree line this morning, today, and I'm happy to announce that the Lowa Ranger GTX boots, I think that's them, almost afternoon tea time, pretty tired, boots going good, feet still dry. Combine the boots with some gaiters and you're onto a winner. Get to navigate through knee-high snow for miles. A little bit glacial. Alright, so as you guys can see on the video, hopefully you've stuck around this long, I wanted to give these a good red hot run before I reviewed them, and as you can see, hunted a few times in them, more than what's on the videos, and had the big trip to New Zealand up in the tar chasing country. Now, if you're going to do any of that stuff, this rubber rand really comes into its own, going down those little scree rock slides. It's held up beautifully well, barely even looks like it's been through it. We did 5.5 days of pretty hard going, and the rubber rand hasn't even moved, hasn't even looked scratched on either of them. And I've noticed the other thing the rubber rand does too is, like when you're just out west, you know, in the dewy grass early in the morning, so the dewy grass is kind of just, it's 100% guaranteed waterproof because it's rubber, you know what I mean? It's like a gum boot up to here. And I found that just as useful for the dewy mornings as protecting the boot from the screed rocks as you're cruising past there. I'm really loving these, as you pull the laces tight, these ball bearings. I didn't know if they were a sales gimmick or not, but there's ball bearings in here, so when you pull, and I'm pulling these on pretty tight because I've got a short broad foot, and there's a lot of foot volume available in here, and I'm really pulling on these to tighten them up, and I love that the ball bearing system evens out the weight. Then you've got the lock off system, and you wrap back around this middle lug here so the tongue stays center no matter how quick you're trying to do your boots in the morning in the dark. So it kind of sets the boot up exactly the same on your foot every time. You know, it's got where I've got my laces grooved into the leather now, so it's all just, it's sitting mint every time. So I love that. I've sprayed them with the waterproofing each time, as they say. They're due for one of their versions of like a dubbin. They say not to use dubbin on these. They've got a lower version of it, which I'll do this afternoon. But I wanted to show you what they look like after well in excess of probably 400 Ks on my feet. 6 trips, you know, from chasing pigs with dogs through just, you know, shooting up in the New England high country, the big New Zealand trip, and chasing deer out west near Texas. So I can't fault them. I love them. I was really hesitant to spend that much money. I've never spent that much money on boots before, and I must admit, that many trips in, I'm super impressed. I'm hoping, because I was spending sort of $180, $200, $220 on pairs of boots, and I was going through them pretty much per annum. And so, mate, it's one of those things that if this lasts more than 2.5 years, I'll be saving money from that point forward. And by the look and build of that, I'm led to believe at this point that I've made a really good decision. You can see the leather, like all leather, is starting to mark up on the toe, but that's because I absolutely thrashed them. Like, what I did in these, I couldn't have done in my other boots. But once I touch that up, it'll be protected. It's not through any layers or anything. It's crazy. But yeah, Vibram soles have been good. I like this aggressive heel stop here when you're descending hardcore. Better in like the soft grassy paddock, or off track. It just sort of puts the brakes on a bit quicker. I thought that was also another sales gimmick, but it turns out that when you are descending on those steep blocks, that does actually dig in for you, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, if you're going through boots pretty quickly and you're thinking about upgrading, I found these, when I tried them on the shop, just to fit my foot better than, say, the Crispies in the same price point. That's a personal decision. I know guys that love their Crispies, but not for my foot shape. And the other thing these guys do is, because the foot volume in there is quite large, they do sell a set of shims, which essentially is just another insert to like boost your foot up. So it fits better, and I imagine as they wear in, I might even consider that, because there is a lot of space here in the forefoot, and I like my feet to be able to spread open. I'm into that natural intrinsic muscles of the foot activation stuff. So yeah, that's my take on them. I was really buy once, cry once kind of approach to that, and haven't cried yet, so that's good. If you'd like to see that tahr hunting video, it's released on the channel, Earn It Outdoors. It looks like this. Give it a click, watch, have a subscribe, give us a thumbs up so we can get out there and chase some more, and maybe do some more gear reviews too.